D-Day.
Day.
Or draw day. So we have 2 hours, 30 minutes, and 16 seconds until this
has a new owner.
It's fine. I got to drive it home and back a couple of times.
How'd it go?
She is 12 months of the MOTs, passed through. Only advisory was rusty brake discs, but they're going to be a bit rusty because it hasn't been out of the yard for 3 years. So they are cleaning up nicely. There's nothing wrong with them. And the only bit we are waiting on is 3rd time or 4th time lucky on a wing mirror glass. So I bought a whole wing mirror this time just for the piece of glass. So at the moment it's got a 1241 zipped in there, zip tied in there for MOT passing purposes. So it's not done bad. We have sold. I need to go back, press me electrical boobly box thing. Currently 715 tickets.
That's all right.
715 tickets, 391 people entered. All of you lot on this raffle are YouTube subscribers. We didn't pay raffle to make it public, so the only way you could have found this car is you had to use the link in the description, as a few people did find out that you couldn't actually go onto raffle and find it. So hopefully whoever wins it will love it and keep it, not just sell it for a profit. But if you do, that's up to you. I mean, at the end of the day, it's your choice. But she is ace, and it is fast. 85.
No.
60. 60 on the way home. She's whizzy as hell. Need to balance this wheel as well.
Yeah.
It's definitely out of balance, because whilst driving it on a private road at 85, when you get between 80 and 85 on a private road, you get a bit of steering wheel shake.
Okay.
Which I think might be this tyre. Sadly, no one's going to notice, of course, because driving it on a public highway at 60, it don't shake. But we'll do it just in case someone go cross-country rallying with it or something on a private event. So we were going to do it. We were going to do one of those live things for the draw, but let's be honest, the draw will be 2:30 on a Wednesday afternoon. Everyone's at work, aren't they?
Yeah.
So you'll be watching this video this evening. So in a minute we'll come back, which will be 2.5 hours time, and we'll announce who the winner is. They'll all already know, but then you'll all know whether you've won it or you haven't. And we are recovery trucking, aren't we?
We are.
We are back on the Iveco. Well, actually, we've had quite a bit of time on the Iveco. We've had 2 weeks on the Iveco. Well, you did solid, doing some bodybuilding, because that's there, but you can't see it. So I've got some bits of video footage that will explain what we've been up to, and then we're going to put them in now, and then they'll be the next bit, and then we'll be back to sort of current today, and then we'll explain what we're up to now, because we need to get this finished, back on the road, out of the workshop, so we've got some space.
Yeah.
Because Al might have swapped it round for something else that he's been wanting to do for ages.
He has.
He has. We'll go and show him that as well. Right, I'm fitting mudguards today. You're fitting bumpers, aren't you?
I'm doing bumpers.
Mudguards is much more confusing than bumpers, because you have to try and get it. I'll explain. So you find us deep amidst Project Iveco rebuild for Simon. So you will see hovering above my head here is a very large body that we have been sorting out. So you will see there is some new steel. We haven't finished the back here. We've got some chopping off to do here and remake the back, because we didn't like that, and we didn't like all the bearers that were here, so we've cut them out and thrown them away. Have you got your microphone on? Microphone! So the main problem with this truck, as you will have seen beforehand, was it had this terrific A-frame in here that just ruined everything, broke stuff off. So it had ruined, the A-frame was welded in here, came down, went to the back. So we've cut all that off, that has gone. And basically we've ran some new pieces of steel. They are sleeved in here. So this is the original body, come through here, angled down straight to the back, both sides. They used a variety of sized pieces of tube, that's annoying, when making this. So these are they 50 by 20 or 50?
They're 60 by 40.
So 60. So they used 60 by 40 here, didn't they?
Yeah.
That's a bit of 40 by 40 welded to the floor. That's the one that had the holes in it that we've had to repair, isn't it? Because I've seen this before.
Yeah.
Then this is a bit of 50 by 50, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, but they've got a bit of 10mm plate on top of it.
They have, so that's 60 by 50.
60 by 50, and then they made another 60
by 50
there, and then we've gone back to a bit of 60 by 30.
40 by
40 by 60 on the back here. Yeah, that's yeah. So that was levelly was not good, wasn't it?
No.
So what we've done is put this bit of 60 by 40 through, and we've had to let it in here, because obviously you don't want to cut the main cross member because he'll break. but this has only got a downward force load on it. And then we've added this, haven't we?
Yes.
So what we did was we went out the back, cut another one of these up that's dead. Hazard it with some saws and some stuff. And this is what would be known as a beaver tail. Why it's called a beaver tail?
It looks nothing like a beaver.
It looks like nothing like a beaver. Not any beavers that I've seen. Not even the ones.
I've seen a few beavers in my time.
No, not even the ones that build dams. Dams. So this was where they'd lopped the original chassis off, even though originally it did come to here. So why they didn't beaver tail it in the first place, we do not know. So we've made this. So 2 more body pickups either side, go up here. And then this section here meets up into here, and we've got another piece of, I can't remember what that is. 70, 80 before, so I called it 80, no. 100, it's 100 by 40. So 140 mil box to go back in here to replace the bit with 3 bits welded on top of each other. And then we're going to put a big plate off of here, properly bolted on to joint to this chassis, because you can't weld a chassis to a body, you have to bolt it. That's the rules. So what Fuzzy's going to do now is fizz this in here, because we fired up the Murex QE2 welder, haven't we?
Terminator on.
We've got the Terminator on the job, because that's good for welding really big steel. All the angles are right, and as you will see, we're using big 7-ton prop stands to hold the body up here, and then we're using the Hetras to allow us to lift body in and out of truck to do it all. So obviously a butt welded joint on here is not good enough, really, is it? No. So what we're going to do is, it has got a butt welded joint. We're going to butt weld this in, and then we need to remove these spring hangers, this cross member, and then we've got to make some big bolted in, welded in plates to go in the back of here. That's next, but we needed to do this first. Well, we brace it up with some plates, and then shorten these necessary cross members to make it all fit. Yeah. It's a parfait.
It's parfait.
So you're going to go for some welding now, and I'm going to go and check this phone. This is the old phone, because the old phone records better than the new one. We'll wait for them to fix that before we use it again. And people won't moan at me. So you've got a slightly better view. We'll just go over it again. 60 by 40, let in. So that's the original chassis bearer coming in that was from the body that the people didn't make this bit for. This was an original body that came off someone else. So we're obviously into here. These joints will all need to be welded round, but they are tubed on the inside, so that's good. Both sides kink. And then obviously you'll see the let in here, where this is a bit of, should be a bit of 50 by 50, but then there's a 60 by 50, and it all gets very confusing because we built it out whatever was lying around. So you wouldn't want to, as I said a minute ago, you wouldn't want to cut this main cross brace, because obviously if it's got a lump in it, it'll start to fold up. It's better for this to be cut, welded in, because the only force on this really is downward. So I mean, at the worst it would crush it, but it wouldn't fold up. And then obviously we've got this massive chunk here. I'll move the camera, and I'll probably do it with the camera there, can't I? So this is the bit that we've cut off another truck that you're about to weld in.
Yes, indeedy.
So we managed to cannily cut it so the 2 chassis pickups we need are in the right place.
Ching, ching.
And the cross member that came with it, which we've had to slightly take the handbrake cable pickups off of from the old one that we cut up, is about right, because obviously we need to get ramps. Well, they're going to be here on a ramp tray, which is here on a ramp tray on this.
Should be okay.
So you're going to have to figure out how to work my Murex Transmig 4x4 HD.
Indeed.
She is a weapon.
She is a weapon of mass destruction.
Yeah,
what I'm going to do is I'm going to before I attack this, is obviously I want to get it set up right. So I'll use some offcuts.
Just to run some lines.
Just run some lines through. Once I'm happy with setting up, I shall just.
Yeah, because I haven't got a book for it. I got given it with 5 other ones. It welds much better now. I've taken the stainless steel wire out of it. Because the first time we used it, we're like, what is wrong with this? And then we're like, oh, it's got a roll of stainless in it. That's why it doesn't like us. So it's on 1 or point. I think it might be on a roll of 0.8.
0.8. So I've got 0.8.
I have got a roll of 1, just in case you want to come up one. You've just threaded that roll of 0.8 in there now.
Yeah.
Are you sure that's 0.8? Because I think that's 1.
I've just put a 0.8 nozzle.
Well, that might be a bit tight, but I'm pretty sure that's 1 mil wire. We'll find out in a minute.
We'll find out.
Yeah. You've got a gas bottle. She's good tool. I just can't remember what all the
do.
buttons do, and don't rely on the gauges, because one of them's broke and the other one's all works.
No, I shall go with sound and vision.
Yes, crackliness.
Crackle.
Right, I'm going to go back over here because I'm halfway through taking an engine out, so I'm going to go and make noise and mess over there.
Okay.
And I will come back once
I've got some.
unless you want to leave you with a camera so the world can watch you weld.
Do you want to get archive?
You can't get archive off a telly. You can only get archive because my missus, can we watch this with no. Ultraviolet light, UV, obviously off of that, isn't it? But you don't get UV out your telly. So you can actually watch someone weld once it's recorded and retransmitted because obviously it's just blue light, not eye-burning blue light.
Eye-burning, scratchy.
Suntan blue light.
Face melted off.
Yes, well, Dave did that, didn't he? Where do you remember when he decided to weld his car up in here and then didn't turn the
mask on.
Didn't turn the mask on.
Muppet.
Couldn't see very well and he had really bad suntan.
Puffy eyes.
Good old Dave. He fixed his guns for the Ministry of Defence. It's worrying, isn't it? And tanks.
And tanks.
A few moments later.
So after watching the last pieces of footage, you will see here is the beaver tail. So we are basically, we're just waiting on the inner plates, which we're getting someone to cut out for us in a posh way. Let me move that a minute. For the strengthening inside here, because I've explained a minute ago, you can't just have a butt welded chassis. You might go away with it, but we're not doing that. So in a minute, we'll get to taking this out, dropping it down on some blocks, because we're going to need to remove these spring hangers, pull this centre mount out, make the plates up for in here. We'll make the template to get the plates made. That's what we've got to do. And then we've also got a big tow bar fish plate to go on the bottom of here and pick up the tow bar on the body, which is out there, that was there. That makes sense. But basically we're getting pretty close. So I am on today putting the mud guards on because I need to get them lined up and in the right place, which is confusing me at the moment. And we have put Fudger, who is down the end there, on attaching. I'm doing the final finishings for the front bumper, the radiator support surround, the headlight support surround, and putting the front of the cab back together. So we'll go and have a look at that a minute. But we are doing quite well. So the things we had left to do on the front end, we had one of these bumper mounting brackets that had done an Iveco and rotted off, hadn't it? So we've repaired that. That's down in there.
Yep.
All of this is cleaned and sprucied. This is the like the headlight mounting plate and the chassis and the inner wing linker across the front. So we've scooched that in there, attached the bonnet cable, haven't we? We've got that spare bit of wiring that doesn't do anything, so we're just going to throw that in there a minute.
Yep.
And then what we need to do next is we need to put the headlights back in, but before we put the headlights on, there's a vacuum tank on a 6.5 ton Iveco that is tucked under the passenger's wing on the bottom of the structure, isn't it? That one was quite badly damaged anyway, so we're just repairing on that, which we have done. You've attached the bracket that wouldn't have been there because this was originally a 3.5 ton cab and it didn't have that.
Yep.
And then we need to scooch this bumper on before we put all the headlights in so that we can access the bolts. I'm just testing this can of squirty oil here with my foot. And then there's one 10mm bolt sheared off over there, which is annoying for the headlights. That was not us. That was top here, this one. If you look there, you'll see there. So we're going to have to extract that. Drill that out. And then we can put the front on, and then we just need to paint the grille, which I found yesterday, which is black, and I don't like it like black. It's over there. That needs to go red.
Yeah.
So then that will see the front of the Iveco done, and then we need to finish the inside of the cab, and then we've got to try and we're going over there next because we're going to attempt to shot blast and remove the last of the steel from this body. So I'll go and show you the body now because you've seen a minute ago it on a ramp and the new sections and the new pickups put in the back. We'll go and have a look at that now. It's stood vertical and leaning against another dead Iveco, and then we may be back onto a bit of time-lapse of bumper going on and Al putting some wheel arches in the right place because he thinks he's figured it out now using 2 trolley jacks and cunning. Something like that. So I'm going over it.
Okay.
So over here, so obviously this is on its side. This is the bottom of the Iveco's recovery body. Now, you'll have seen a minute ago, there are, if slightly now surface rusty, new steel sections going to the back, all picked up, picked in. These are the body mounts, the new ones for the beaver tail, all welded on. We've replaced the inner sections at the back that we didn't like. So we've got a few little things left, well, not little things, a lot of things left to do. Now you'll see this body is all covered in bits of crap, rubbish, welded on like these. I don't think are any use anymore. That is no use anymore. And then down here you'll see the original toolbox mounts that we're going to redo, so we need to saw all of those off, pull the rest of the wiring out, and then we're going to attempt, we've got one of them water shot blasty things as I have used before, so we're going to attempt to watery shot blast and scrape off the bottom of this, so that this needs repainting. This needs to be all nice and lovely, and then it needs to go Iveco chassis grey before we turn it back over, plump it on a lorry or something, and then clean the top deck off. Might do that on something out here so we don't make the truck dirty. And before we paint it, obviously what we have got to do then is put the new box and the new side rave mounts on, and then it's ready to be lifted back off again, a scoosh, primed, painted, so that it doesn't do this again, because whoever painted this last time didn't do a very good job. There's no primer, no nothing, so we'll attend to that. And then we are getting somewhere near wiring next. We've decided this body used to have a sunken winch up here, so that puts the winch underneath the deck so you don't run into it pulling something really big on. So we're going to put that back in. So we've just got to build a winch dropper tray in here and cut that hole back out again that someone's filled in, put the fair lead in, and then make that bare plate back into a cover so that the winch is scooched under the deck, and then that gives you the full ability. If you're dragging something on that's low, you will not hit a 12-volt winch bolted on the front of the body. That won't take 5 minutes. So for today's thing for our to sort is we need to put the new, well, old stock, they're a little dusty, but mud guards on. So we're going to put big plastic mud guards, because before it had metal spades, and the problem with a metal spade mud guard is that all the nice salty spray off the roads goes everywhere underneath the bottom of the body and makes it rust. Whereas these things with some proper spray arresters, which we've got, will contain that inside this big plastic mud guard, and it looks better. So I've got to get this mounted in the right place and then mirror it on the other side over there. I have 4 of these posts when I can find the 4th one, because I've lost it. I've got about 20 of those posts, but I don't know what I've done with them, fudge. And then mount this mud guard up, obviously, so it looks right, because you've got to account for moving and the tyre's not rubbing in it. It needs to not touch before the bump stop catches it. Not that you'd ever sit this set of springs, I don't think, on the bump stops, but it needs to be done. And then obviously you've got to make sure you're missing the deck. So we're going to do that, get these scooched on, and then there's a load of cab stuff, whether we'll get to that today. And then Fudgy is just finishing the repairing the little tank for the front. So what I'm probably going to do is there'll be a load of time lapse now of him fitting a bumper, him and me fitting a bumper and a tank, and then we're going to be chucking some mud guards on, and then by that time we might be getting somewhere near the end of a Peugeot draw, and then we'll find out which lucky person has won it. Thing is on, your microphone's on as well, isn't it?
Yeah, I'll switch mine off a
Don't
minute.
matter, you don't have to switch yours off, just don't swear.
No, because I'll be jingle jangling in the
in a box of bolts.
in a box of bolts.
What are you looking for, a 10mm bolt?
No, I've sorted that bit out. I'm finding the bolts for the bumper.
Ah, we could snaffle the bolts for the bumper out of the other one out front.
Out front. Which ones?
There's lots of, it's like Dead Iveco City around here, so.
Yeah, that's going to be rusted in and be a real.
Well, no, that one's quite nice and they're quite easy to access.
Was it the?
No, the one out there. The one I've got a large lorry body leaning against.
Oh, that one?
I think they are around. They're not out the back. They must be here unless they were rubbish when we.
I don't know where they all ended up.
What are they
to be
on?
fair,
17.
there are 19mm. They're 17. 17mm head size.
So Yeah, well,
Tens?
so Simon says we're definitely not engineers because we use bolts and head sizes in a mechanical
They're
type of way.
M10s, aren't they?
Yeah, M10s. Anyway, then, well, if you turn your microphone off, I'll do this bit about this lovely mudguard I've just fitted.
Okay, and I'm not going to swear and say anything.
Try not to fall off of your little man stool whilst looking at bolts.
Actually, it's not a little man's stall. It is
still on
a
a Mercedes
gearbox.
gearbox?
It's a gearbox,
Oh, that's a 7226 HD out of a Mercedes ML.
which identifies as a
It's
step.
a small man.
Okay, signing off.
Right, so as you'll see, I've got a little bit of trimmage. I'm going to have to whip this bracket back off and just saw this bit out because it doesn't need that oversweep on it. But that's the general idea. Raymond, who's an old retired lorry driver, came in earlier on and said, "We'll drill a hole and put a pin through there because these things escape after a while." So we'll take his advice on that and do that. So that's that one fitted. I'm not going to bore you to death with me fitting the other one. One, because the mudguard's outside, and two, because I can't remember where I put the other post, which is now has escaped. So I'm going to have to find that and find some brackets. But we are cracking on well. So what we will do now is we're going to go back round the front, time-lapse, bumper on, headlights in, whoosh, but we're not putting the grill in because we've got to paint that red because it looks awful painted black. And whether Simon thinks he's having a black grill, he's not. He's having a red one. Good. I don't know what it's doing now. What's it doing? Done? I don't know. No idea. Is that live? I think that is live.
We're live.
We're live.
Crikey.
Oh, this is far too much modern technology for a man's liking. Right, we've got 4 minutes and 14 seconds of procrastination to get through before apparently this raffle thing draws whoever wins. Hey, I love the way you've put yours on a bit cardboard.
I've bought myself out a coaster.
Have you? You didn't make me one, did you? That's nice, isn't it?
Hang on, I could tear it in half and we could have two.
So welcome, people. I don't know whether anyone's here. I mean, we are... Welcome to chat. Oh, I have no idea. Ah, someone said hello. I can't touch it because...
Someone said hello.
Someone hello. Yeah, see this load?
Hi, guys.
Hello. Excuse the first attempt at this. It'll be appalling. Try not to swear, Fudgy.
Yeah, I'm not going to swear.
Did you know I got you a new mug? That arrives this week.
I know. We're not going to tell these people.
No. We're going to have grand mug unveiling.
A grand unboxing.
This one is better than that one.
Is it better?
Well, it's cleaner than that one.
It's because it's not been...
I mean, I'm surviving on my one. This one's still got a handle, isn't it?
Yes, it's doing
Right.
well.
How are we going? 3 minutes, 17 seconds. So someone wins.
Someone's going to win this beautiful car.
Oh, my shiny Peugeot.
It's exciting, isn't it?
It is quite cool,
It is
actually,
exciting.
to be honest. I mean, it is pucker. Even the MOT station, because it's got 12 months of the tests. Yesterday, we're like, I've seen one of them in a while.
And you took it home.
I took it. Well, that was for testing purposes. I'm going to take it home again this evening and fill it up with diesel. It's got half a tank, so it might as well have a full tank.
A full tank of diesel
I was
too,
gonna put the
guys.
posh stuff in too. Well, she hadn't been out the yard for. I mean, it did have some stick yesterday because it's the furthest it's been for.
And how fast did you go?
Not very fast. I was not testing the British speed limits at all.
It's not. No, you're
I suppose
very
we ought
good,
to.
Al.
To read my phone, I have to put my glasses on. Yeah, we're all good. We're having a cracking day. We're halfway after lunch and trying to cope with this modern technology stuff, which is enough to confuse the death out of people. 2 minutes, 22 seconds.
Basically, Pat, this is the countdown for the winnings of the Peugeot. Oh no.
We'll just get rid of that.
We'll get rid of that.
That is. No idea.
So yeah, we're on countdown, Pat.
2
minutes and 7 seconds to go.
Yes, someone always has to ring you up right when you don't want them to, don't they?
I know. Usually we'd cut this out, but as this is live, we can't.
We can't do that. We're just going to have to stand here looking at a phone. I'm signed into my app, and then we've got to try and figure out who actually won it. Hopefully it sends you some description of notification.
Yes, Pat, this is your new car, my friend. Your new
almost.
car.
Almost.
Almost
Might be. I know you desperately want it. 1 minute, 41 seconds.
Oh, diesel dog.
Right.
Yeah, the back's not too bad, thank you for asking.
You're still old and short.
Yeah, I'm still old and short, and the back's still been.
Well, I've broken my microphone thing, so I'll have to excuse me. Yeah, I squashed it. Died. Right, 1 minute and 17.
I've not touched the Capri for a little while, but I have bought some new Recaro interior for it, which I'm in the process of restoring, so doing the leatherwork and stuff on that.
You are going to have to get back on that.
Yeah, I am going to get back on it, guys. Oh, someone's going to bleep. book a flight and ferry. See you-
Right,
yep, see you
59,
Friday, Pat.
58, 57.
Minnie, my back's doing all right. Thank you for asking.
Right. 50 seconds. 49. Ooh. This is about the most technologically exciting thing I've done in ages. Come on, phone service. Hold in there. Do you know it's the 2 phones as well? I even managed to find me raffle password for this one so that I didn't have to use that one. Which was immensely complicated because I used the II thing and it was like 15 million things long. You know, but it puts its own password in rather than you just making your own.
Yeah.
20 seconds.
I should have brought my drum in to do like a drum roll for this bit, shouldn't I?
You should have done it. Yeah. Right, down to the final 10, people. 9, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right, the raffle has ended. So how on earth do we... Oh, right. Enter a raffle to win a 3... this competition has ended. All tickets are now being verified. The draw will take place shortly. Oh, for Christ's sake.
Oh, bugger.
Might be here for a bit. I'd like to point out that this is obviously raffle, so we have no lien on this at all.
Yeah.
This is totally set out of our hands, can't be forged, can't be faked, and we never put a ticket limit on, so whatever sold. We weren't aiming for the sky on a Peugeot, to be honest.
No.
If we'd have got 700, we sold 10 tickets and got 75 quid, we'd have still had to give it away, which would have been fine.
Yeah.
Come on.
Oh, someone's asking if you've bought any more treasure. I don't think you have since you bought the yellow.
I might possibly have bid on a Fiat 500 estate that's on eBay. That's in bits and doesn't work. Because you needed one of those.
I needed one of those.
Did you?
No.
No, I needed. I might need one of those. I don't know what on earth I'm going to do with it. I don't think we've bought anything.
Too much going on at the minute.
I think I've been being quite sensible.
You
I got
have.
the nice man in this morning to have a look over his engine conversion. He's as happy as Larry.
Yeah.
I was hoping this was just going to go sort of ding and give me a number, but it's doing a bit of churning and... Come on, raffle.
You are 124 in the queue.
It says this competition has ended and all tickets are now being verified. So I don't know how long it takes it to verify a ticket. We might be here a while, people. Yeah.
Oh.
Does it have to go through like 750 tickets?
It shouldn't do, because if it's
I mean, I can't see that I can do... Right, all raffles. Right, that's it, ended. Right, view raffle. No, it's staying the same
it's
thing.
doing its thing.
We'll just stay there for a bit then.
Oh.
Oh, come on.
Oh.
Right, might have to come back in a minute.
We're back on.
I think we are back on. Yes, we are.
Should wait for a few
Few
people to jump
people,
on
because
board.
we now know who has won the car.
Yep. We won't say yet until we've got a few people on board, I reckon.
How many have we got on? No one.
No one at the minute.
We're not doing terribly well, are we?
It's okay.
I wonder if anyone can hear us.
Make sure my microphone's on.
Right.
You let us know you're in, guys.
Yeah, let us know you're here, because we've
Yeah,
got the...
Someone's already said it. Oh, someone's already said it. Look.
Look, Linda Shaw.
Linda Shaw.
Linda Shaw, you
Well
have
done.
won.
Dun, 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 Linda.
Linda. So, sorry about that. They actually emailed my phone, which this is running on. So, Linda Shaw, it doesn't give me an address. So, we will get hold of you and arrange delivery, collection, whatever you fancy. And obviously, get some hoodies. So, we'll need to know your measurements.
We need to know your size, so we can get you some hoodies.
Get some hoodies made up by dear old Del Boy.
Yeah.
So, yeah, perfect.
Well done, Linda.
Well done, Linda. Right, let's go and try and see if we can contact Linda.
Yeah.
And then, because I haven't got a phone number on here, so unless she's there.
Daniel identifies as Linda Shaw. Well done, Daniel. Diesel, sorry, Diesel Dog. Not Daniel.
So the Peugeot goes to Linda. We'll see if we can ring Linda and we'll shove that in this evening's video. So, or if you're on here, Linda, you should have a phone number to get hold of us.
Hi, Louise.
Right, guys, thank you very much. One drawn Peugeot. We are going to, the next raffle will be the 308 DT1.
Yes.
We will get that chucked up within the next couple of days, and then you can follow along for there. So if you want to win a T1, that's next. That's brilliant. I'm well chuffed with that. That's good, and it'll find itself a good home, and hopefully someone has a load of fun with the top quality thing. Thank you very much, guys, for all your support.
Thanks, guys.
Right, can you figure out how to turn that off, and then we'll go see if we can get hold of Linda.
Right. Later, guys. Hey, Creative. Okay. Bye-bye for now.
Ta-da!
Ba-da-ba.
By the fact we got to fit the grill and paint it, break it red and fit it.
Yeah.
But I have found a better grill. Of course, the black one is cack.
Yeah.
I have this white one that I had hoarded ages ago. So we'll strip that, paint that rouge.
She looks all right, doesn't she?
Yeah, a bit jacking around on the bumper. One rear mud guard is on. I'll find the bits for the other one. And we've got a few mechanicals. Next bit, wing mirrors, cab. And then basically this is what we'll do tomorrow is we'll take those spring mounts out the back, knock the tube out, drop it down on some of these bump stops, so then we can get them plates made.
Yes.
Anyway, we're still looking for Linda. We have sent her an email, but we haven't got a phone number, so sadly we can't have her.
We haven't stopped looking for Linda.
No. Admittedly, I nearly sang it earlier on, but I'm not going to.
It's in my head.
So Linda, or Linda's husband, whichever one of you it is that wanted a thingy, give us a shout and we'll deliver you a Peugeot unless we'll come get it. They're going to get a nice surprise when they get home from work because it's like 5 o'clock now, I reckon.
Yeah.
So we have emailed her and Raffle will have sent her a load of stuff. So
Well done, Linda.
Well done, Linda. Right, thank you very much. Al, Fudge, 6D Diesels on a very, very random day, and Simon yattering someone on the telephone in the background. Catch you later, guys.